Alright, hopefully it works this time. Hopefully. Don't understand why it's doing this. Think it could be the air conditioner or the heater?
No, I don't think it's I think it's something else other than that. It's just that's the automatic message that's coming up.
I don't understand.
Did it do it again?
No, it's just annoying. Okay, hello. I don't know what's going on, but it's annoying. I'm definitely not a fan of it right now. Alrighty. So basically, back to what I was saying, is this is my sister's NW2. I don't remember. I think she got it in St. Louis, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we got this in St. Louis. Don't remember for how much, but it's a pretty nice engine. Don't think she knows she has it, but it's okay. That means I can use it. But yeah. Oh, by the way, that's one of my favorite Steam locomotives. I think you have it, but it's fine. S1. Is that the duplex? I don't have an S1. We don't have an S1. I don't think we have any PRR articulated. But yeah. So hopefully it doesn't cut out this time. Stand.
There we go, George. I'm back on this one. Got this rewired.
Hopefully it will work this time.
Hey, Jeffrey.
Understand.
How you doing? We're having trouble with the live stream popping in and out. So thanks for bearing with us.
I'm saying.
So why don't you start?
Oh, it doesn't need 084 curves. I can guarantee you that's one.
Dang it, S1 is a sweet engine. You're right, I agree. 084 curves for it. Wow.
Can you give me that other NW?
I don't think we on this layout right now. All we got is 072 and 084.
086.
I'm sorry, we got 072 and 080, right?
6. 086.
There's no such thing as 086. 080 and 072.
Oh,
Yeah, well, I don't know. It keeps saying that there's some type of copyright violation and keeps booting us off. I don't think it's a copyright violation, but it still keeps booting, which is kind of annoying.
yeah.
Good news, Ben, is I got the switch fixed while we were out.
What, run? Yeah. Ben, this is my sister's NW2. It's better than mine, or it's in better condition than mine. You can tell it's been train racing though, because it's got all these scrapes on the side from when it came off the track. But yeah, I don't think she realized she has it, so it's better for me, I guess. Yeah, and then we have another we have another 623, right? Or is it a 624?
I've got a 6220 and a 6. We've got two more 624s. We've got another 623 and another 6220.
That are here?
Yeah, they're in the house. So I got the two 624s.
I don't think I've seen those.
Yeah?
Yeah. There's a lot of post-war stuff, like from your childhood, that I haven't seen. Like all those boxes behind the...
Cool.
Yeah.
We'll have to share those.
It's true. She says they're too annoying. Yeah, my sister would say. I like the Casino Madison style bag. We got these for Christmas, actually. They're pretty cool. Lionel made these in '92, I think.
I'm not sure when they made them, but they made them initially for the Yellow Belly Hudson.
Oh, the Mr. Limpet, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
the Yellow Belly Hudson, Streamline Hudson that came out.
In my mind, I like that engine, but it looks like weird to me.
It's the first TMCC engine.
Did Grandpa get it when it came out?
Yeah. But he never planned on using the TMCC with it. It's kind of funny.
And then we can,
And in there we've got, that's a K-Line circus car that's in there.
yeah. Don't really have a train for it, so we're just using it with these for now, since it looks somewhat, I'm new to your channel, so, oh, cool. Well, welcome to the channel then, I guess.
Welcome!
But
George, you should do the new to the channel dance.
that's not a thing.
It should be a thing.
It's not a thing.
Hey, Jeffrey, do you want it to be a thing?
No, it's not a thing. I'm not doing it.
I want it to be a thing. Well, Jeffrey, we just started doing live streams here. This is George. I'm George's dad. We we've been working on this layout for a long time, but we haven't had the time to get everything all up and going.
Actually, kidding.
Haven't had everything up and going until the last week where we were able to operate multiple trains. We have got it hooked up right now, just up to Lionel and Legacy. We're just running that, but the goal is to put MTH DCS through here too. We've only got one remote, but we also have the Lionel Wi-Fi on here, and we've been running the trains not only with the remote but also with the app. Ben, you mentioned here that you saw the ones like that before, but they have figures of people inside. Oh, that might be a newer one. Of the heavyweights, if that's what you mean. And there's certain areas of the layout we don't have like tweaked out perfectly yet, just in terms of like the way that the track is graded and the way that we've just installed in the switches. So not all of the switches are working perfectly yet. In fact, the project for today will be installing this double crossover in. A buddy of mine just wired up the double crossover for me, and we want to get that in and operating, because that's going to make this layout a lot of fun with that double crossover on there.
I know Wi-Fi. That's the best kind of Wi-Fi. LOL.
Yeah, Ben, it is the best kind of Wi-Fi, but actually, you'd be surprised, Ben. Check this out. So what we've got is we've got a got legacy control down here. So you can operate it with the remote control, but then when you hook up the Wi-Fi, you can actually put an app on your phone and operate trains with that. In fact, I'll ask George to look at that for you. George, can you pull up the app on your phone?
So basically, go to the Wi-Fi, and you'll see Lionel LCS Wi-Fi. Lionel LCS Wi-Fi. And then you go to the app, and you have to connect to the base. And so then I can type in the engine number I want. So
You got the
42.
Berkshire on there right now.
Yeah. and then 42, enter. And there's the cat forward.
Not bad kind of Wi-Fi, huh? That's my favorite kind of Wi-Fi too. Hey Jeffrey, what kind of trains do you like to operate? What's your favorite kind of stuff?
So, yes, one.
Haven't quite got the operation of this camera on the.
Yeah, the app was. Well, I remember when we got it, it was like we were like really excited to use it, and then like we got it all set up, and then we needed to buy a bunch of other things to get it. So we got the Wi-Fi system, but we still needed to buy like a bunch of other stuff that we didn't know we needed to buy. And then we finally got all that stuff, and then we found out we had to buy the app that was like $60, right? Or 50.
$25.
It is?
Yeah,
Oh, I thought it was like 50.
that might have been more. I don't remember, but it was
like,
kind of
crazy,
expensive.
Yeah. And yeah, so but it works now. So
Yeah, we got it. It's nice. You don't have to have it.
hello, Jerry.
Jerry, how you doing?
On the stream.
Jerry, I'm George's dad. I'm helping him out here with the live stream today. It's been going good, but we've been booted off a couple of times because of, I don't know, it said copyright violations. Anyway, you're kind of new here, so check out our layout. George, show Jerry around.
So right here we've got the Y. It's called the Nita Y. And then over here we have a double main, which goes around the whole layout. Double crossover right here, which we're gonna get wired today, or we're gonna get the other one wired today. It reminds me, this morning I had a major wreck on the way.
Oh no, Ben, what'd you wreck?
Then over here we've got the lift up bridges. And I'll show you the other one. And then we have station lead right here. We also have a Y, or a curve 072, 086, or 080 switch. 096 switch right here, which is the AC9 fighting back there. And then, yeah, we got the station lead, which, yeah, and then we've got this kind of Y thing right here.
Not real good with the.
And then we've got a Y right here, and then we've got the yard over here. So
Then in the back there, we've got it. We're gonna have a second level that we don't have yet, coming up where that bridge is at, coming back around the back, and it's gonna go all the way around on the top. As you can see, it just ends there. That's our Dukes of Hazzard jump. Yeah, the lift bridge is actually pretty cool. We used to have it set up on, George, we used to have that set up on your layout. George had a little layout in the basement here.
yeah, and it was like the biggest thing on the layout. It was all like it was all like a little postcard layout, and then you'd see the big bridge in the back. There was like nothing with scale in the layout except for the bridge, and it was like so huge. My New York Central Dreyfus tipped off the inner loop on Persian. My grandfather's 2026 from 1940 hit the. Oh, jeez.
Man, that sounds like quite the wreck.
Crusader.
Anything hit the ground?
Yeah, the 2026.
Ooh. Ouch. Sorry to hear that.
Though it still works.
Line out. Takes a lick and keeps on ticking. Yeah, we've got a lot of accessories and other stuff that we've put up, and this is just kind of, I don't know, this kind of concept of what we got out here right now.
We don't have a Crusader, do we?
That's the yellow belly.
You sure?
Yeah, well, it's not.
No, Crusader's reading, I thought.
Ready?
Yeah. Ready.
Yeah, all right. Then we don't have a Crusader. We've got that C&O yellow belly. Actually, we being the royal we.
Yeah. We got a Dreyfus Hudson, which is like pretty cool.
Hey, look, it's a reverse cab forward. So George is doing some railroading acrobatics now. Cab backwards going to be following the cab forward over here now. Hey, look, it's Mama GFW trains. Thanks, Jeffrey. They're our favorites too. That's why we've got them both. We've got the AC9 and the AC12. The AC9 is the cab forward, right? AC9 is the backward cab forward. Or the cab regular, whatever you like. We like to call it the backward cab forward. And AC12 is the cab forward right there. On cue, making its appearance. Oh, hey, DB Tech, how you doing? Sorry about your audio. I'm glad it got working out. We were having trouble with the live stream altogether.
Hey.
And there we go.
Cab forward, probably.
So we've got the layout down here. It's hooked up with an old ZW right now. Where is it at? Down here. It's hooked up with an old ZW. We've got a bunch of stuff going on. It looks like a rat's nest down there, but and then we've got a fast blowing fuse on the ZW. So the ZW with its old technology doesn't fry some of the circuit board on these newer engines. We've had some problems with that. Here.
They're gonna really do something.
Yeah, Jeffrey, we have a good time with the YouTube channel. Jeffrey's asking if you should start a YouTube channel. What do you think, George?
Yes.
In George language, that's yes. Back there is kind of messy. That's where we got all of the tools that we'll be using for the train layout. Eventually, we're going to have a town back there that models the town where we live. What you doing now, George?
I'm gonna take the cars from the yard and put them on that train.
So now George has got the GP9 over here. Ooh, man. Almost witnessed a wreck right there. Jeffrey, I'm with Jerry. It's easy and it's fun. One of the cool things that I've liked about it is it's helped George maintain the hobby and network with some fun people. I've been doing it my whole life. I love it. But George really likes the hobby too, and this helps him network with people who are in the hobby and love the hobby just as much as we do.
Oh no, oh no.
Barry. Uh-oh. Almost witnessed the AC9 wreck there.
Like the other day.
George,
Is that through okay. Yeah, it is.
DV Tech, what kind of trains do you like to model in?
I see if these maxi set cars will cooperate.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, Jeffrey. Eric's got a pretty darn cool channel, so I appreciate you staying here. I didn't realize we were competing with him on the stream time, but trying with this whole stay-at-home order, George and I were talking and thought it might be fun to do these and maybe do these at a certain time every day, so that people can come here and run trains or have us run trains. We've got so many trains. I want to take you behind the curtain here. This is going to be kind of a scary feat, but so you've seen the train layout, and we have a joke about stocking up on supplies. Well, that's the storage room back there, and I don't know if you can catch it, but right back there on the back end, we've got all kinds of trains back in there at our supplies. We got lots and lots of trains and lots of trains we want to share and run. I forgot to.
I love that horn. It's a pretty sweet horn.
Being chased. Southern Pacific's chasing the Northern Pacific here.
some real risky stuff. And that happened.
I'm not sure why it's probably the
It's probably those cars.
cars over there. That's the one problem with these fast-acting fuses is that
Do you have a video of your collection?
no.
Whatever you want. Just make some videos.
We're gonna have to.
Yeah, that's
With the
gonna-
stay at home, I think we're going to start doing some videos featuring some of the trains that we have. I think it'd be really cool. We've got a lot of neat trains.
At this point, it's kind of hard to just like
I
lay
think-
all the collection on the floor.
Well, I think what we need to do is just start putting out a minute video like every day on all of the trains. Like you can start with this one. That would be pretty cool, huh? Then you go to the Northern Pacific. You can go to the cab forward. You can go to the backward cab forward.
Northern Pacific Postward GP9. Yeah, we're trying to find a Northern Pacific Postward GP9 because we have this really nice box that we got. And what state are we? I'm in Illinois, but basically we've been looking. We have this really nice GP9 box for Northern Pacific, 1940. Oh, just the trains used. Oh yeah. But yeah, been trying to find one for a while. Here's the box to it. It's really nice. They're in really good shape. All the flaps are still there. Stuff like that. It's a pretty expensive box too.
Yeah, 'cause it's got the. It's not only got like the corrugated box here. It's got the insert on the outside, and this is perforated, and they were made so that you could take off the perforation here, and then the perforation here, and then you can display
Display the end.
the engine in the box. So it's got the perforation on this side, the perforation on this side as well. But we've got, or actually my father, George's grandpa, who's into trains just like yours has been, and he's got a Northern Pacific 2349, but we don't.
He's got a
We're
couple, doesn't
looking
he?
for it. He's got just one.
Oh, I thought he had two.
We're looking for one that would be befitting of a cool box like this.
Yeah, with the right ear too. That'd be cool. It'd be really cool if we could find the original engine, but I doubt that's even possible. All right. Again? I was just saving up for a PRQ2. Oh, how much was it?
The box?
No. You're talking about Q2.
All right. I'm going to show you this, just because I know it's something you're going to really appreciate, Ben. George and I earlier, actually a couple months ago, we had a couple of barn finds. We were in a hobby shop, and we walked into a spot where they were racing remote control cars. We were looking around.
Well, it's for my birthday party.
Yep, it was for George's birthday party. It wasn't his birthday, but we owed him a party. And anyway, went to the remote control cars, and they had some shelves up at the top where they had some stuff from the hobby shop. We looked up there, and what did we see? Well, I saw this box right here. It's like, whoa, that's pretty cool. So I climbed up there, and I saw it, and I was like, oh, a ZW. Oh, that's cool, but, not that great. So then I pushed the ZW aside, and I saw...
American Flyer box, right?
Yep.
Saw this box. And it's pretty cool.
I don't want to take them out, George. We're going to have to do a video, an unboxing video.
Yeah.
Not to keep you hanging. No, but open it up, show them.
Okay.
Got to do a little preview.
And so, inside,
Check that out.
cool part is, when
And then,
we saw this box, which is,
hold on, let me...
oh shoot,
It's all right.
just fold it back. I don't want to take that
It's
off.
all right. Check that out. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
So we're gonna do an unboxing. That's actually what number is set on both of those, George?
This one is 2253W.
It's a 20. What is it? A
2253.
2253W set.
And
It's a
this one-
GG1 set.
This one is a 4613A.
4613A American Flyer, and that's American Flyer set. That's from 1946, and the GG1 is from 1955. Pretty cool barn find, wouldn't you say? Yeah, and they're original.
Yeah, everything in yeah. And the American Flyer set's got a factory error. So, pretty cool. Yeah. So.
Yeah, Ben, that is odd that your grandfather didn't have any of those diesels. He must have liked locomotives or steam engines as opposed to all those, because those are some pretty neat ones. The GP9s are cool, the Trainmasters are cool, and the F3s are cool. We got the F3s hidden on the layout here. We got that one back.
I got this one for my 9th birthday. It's pretty cool. So my dad had it in a can you run American Flyer in my layout? Well, we don't. I mean, there's no.
No,
No.
it's set up for O gauge, so we can't do S on the layout, unfortunately.
But anyways,
George, no, you don't have the S in your bedroom still. Do you have the S gauge? He had an S gauge set up in his bedroom.
it's down right now. So anyways, we had this in my I got this for my 9th birthday, and it was in a paper box, right? Like like one that you'd get sheets of paper in. And I didn't think anything of it until I opened it, and I always wanted an F3. And I got this one, or these two, the B unit, and then I got all these cars too.
Speedliners.
Yeah, and that was my first set of F3s, and my only so far.
Hey, George, sorry we lost you. The darn live stream kept kicking us out, but I think we got it. George thinks his voice was copyrighted.
Yeah, it's yeah.
I think he's got a big head if he thinks that he's so popular that he's got a copyrighted voice.
That's a joke.
That's not a joke. That's not a joke. Oh.
Hi.
All right, did you got everything all set up again? Let's run trains here. George is back in the house. DB Tech wants some trains. Satterley wants some trains. Jeffrey wants some trains. And, of course, Ben wants some trains. Guys, I'm sorry about my my video stuff here. It's not real good. So George, tell us what you're trying to do.
I'm trying to take these maxi stack cars, and while the AC9 is going onto the main line, I'm going to try and push them onto the train while it's going.
All right, well, we better get on it. High ball. Oh, the cab forward's still going, George. Cab forward's right here, going forward. Or you could say it got into a back accident, and it pushed the cab on the back, and it's back here. That's the backward cab forward over here.
Let's see if I can pull this off.
All right, so we're back here. So George is switching on the main line with the AC9 and the GP9 as the cab forward's coming around through the station. Don't forget about GP9. Some major switching going on here. All the while we got moving freight over there with the Norfolk and Southern, bringing all those hamburgers to you. Toilet paper, whatever you need. Hand sanitizers. Moving freight. So looking back over there, chasing the tail. Chasing the tail with a GP9. We're just going to try some on the fly with the GP9. That's right on Unstoppable, George.
Yeah.
I don't know if the Railroad would approve of that if they knew you were doing some on-the-fly switching.
Yeah. It's okay though. It's funny how slow this engine is compared to the cab forward.
AC9 is a lot slower than the cab forward.
Yeah, I think so. Like, it sounds like it's working more than the cab forward is.
Yeah, George. Sometimes George likes to run the cab forward and the cab backward all at the same time. Or the cab normal and the cab forward. Do a lash up with them. It's fun.
You can try that.
George, I think I just gave George an idea. Ah, that's cool. That's cool, Ben. Hey, by the way, everybody should, if you've got YouTube channels, check them out. Jerry's got a really cool channel. Ben has got a really cool channel. Everybody on here has got a really cool channel. Jeffrey was saying the Q2 was the 719. I don't know what that means. You know what it means? Explain that a little bit more.
Oh, $719.
Oh, all right, cool.
Who made it? Was it MTH?
Jeffrey, I'll check out your playlist. Thanks for sharing. Actually, Jerry's page was one of the first ones that you showed me when you first started doing all this YouTube stuff, isn't it, George? Jerry Satterley's. Yeah, we like your page a lot, Jerry. It's cool. Ben likes to focus on Lionel trains, specifically post-war Lionel. He's got a really cool layout that he's built himself. It's really nice. He's got some really neat videos about history of Lionel trains.
I tried doing a live stream, but unfortunately my channel didn't fit the requirement. You have a laptop, that's what we're doing it on right now. Church has a lot of knowledge. Enjoy trips to museums. Yeah, it's cool. It's pretty fun doing the videos. That's for sure.
We just he just put up a video today too.
Oh yeah, Stan Lekowski's layout. That layout's amazing. You got 74 switches, which is like the part that amazes me, just because it fits in his attic. And it's in a room about the size of this one, but like it's just got a lot of like track. I mean, and it's like not like it's not one of those layouts where it's only track. There's like a lot of scenery too. It's just like really well like made. You know, good craftsmanship in the layout. But yeah, I really enjoyed going to that layout. And it's, the cool part about it is it's like really close to our house. Oh yeah.
Oh no. Here's in clearance for one of George's favorite cars on the station.
Car.
One of one.
One of two.
One of two.
Yeah. There's this one as well. Made these at a train convention in 2017, right? Yeah. It was in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It's pretty cool.
Train Collectors Association train convention.
Yeah. Fact. Used to be able to do a just pop off. Hello, Matt K.
Matt K into his house. Thanks for swinging by, Matt. So that's George. I'm George's dad. I've been helping George with the live stream here, doing the camera work as he's operating trains, kind of doing a little narration. Welcome to our live stream. It's our old gauge layout. It's in our basement. George is running trains right now. He's working on a lash up. He's got some big steam lash up going on here. He's got a cab forward and AC9. The cab forward's the AC12.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. Got a lot of little things in the layout that we're trying to square away, and one of them is where the station platforms are. I think George moved that train to a different rail? No? George is making the mega train here.
It's not as big as the one we had at Christmas.
Not as big as the Christmas mega train, but we haven't had this layout up and operating for more than about 2 weeks. The benchwork's up and we've been laying track and everything, but we've had some extra time, so we've really put the hammer down and gotten some of this other stuff working. So far, well, we're still working out the kinks. I don't want to say so far so good, because it's not necessarily so far so good. What you doing, George? What's that?
Well, just putting together a train. I don't know what I'm going to do with the C&O cars, so I'll probably just put them at the end. Make a passenger freight train.
Alright. It's going to be a long train, George. I predict problems.
Oh, me too. Most definitely.
Thanks, Jeff. Jeffrey, we have a good time with our trains. Jeffrey, I would say we probably have about You're gonna think I'm crazy here. Either that, or you're gonna think I'm lying. We probably have about 30 steamers between all of the steamers that we have, both post-war and modern steamers.
I think we have more.
George says he thinks we have more, but we've got a lot.
And if you're talking about the Royal We,
Yeah, the Royal We, including my father, who's the one that got us all into this, got me into it, and in turn got my son into it.
yay.
Gosh, I don't even know how many he has got.
He's probably got the same as, like, maybe a little bit more than us.
Oh, he's got way more steam engines than us.
That's true.
He's probably way more steam engines. He's got more. He's got it. My father has got one of the nicest post-war Lionel collections you've ever seen. He's got so many different things. Modern?
Probably like maybe if you're talking like ones with. What do you mean by modern? If you're talking about like
From 1980 to the present, I would probably say that I've got about 15 steamers, maybe more.
And we've got like a bunch of like scale, or we have the T1. That one's pretty cool, but.
Yeah, I've got let's see. Yeah, I would say that I've got a lot of them. Yeah, these cars give you problems. These flat cars. It's funny now that I think about it. I really don't have that many post-war steamers. Probably got about 6 or 7 post-war steamers. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4.
We have
4 articulated steam engines. 4 articulated in the Berkshire. That's 5. Got a Hudson, a T1. I've got Class A. I've got a Mallet.
Oh yeah, the Mallet doesn't get too much runtime, I don't think.
Did I say Hudson?
Oh no, you did not say Hudson. We have 2 Hudsons, a Dreyfus and a J1E.
And we got 2 J1Es. One's command control, one's not.
Yeah. Would modern Lionel trains run on classic? Yeah. You just gotta have the right curves. Is that double crossover working? It is not. That's the project for today. Once we're done with the stream, we have a friend of ours who's wired it up because we may know how to do the DZ1000s, but the DZ25000s are just like crazy. But yeah. Let's see if it fit the radius. Train I wish my grandfather kept was a 726 Berkshire. Yeah, we have a 726 Berkshire, don't we?
Maybe. Let me look.
What road name is the T1? Well, it's the chassis system one. The one with the chassis system paint
Chassis
scheme.
Special?
Yeah, the chassis special. The one when they were doing the tests for...
No.
when they were doing the test for, like the... I forget the name of the engine, but... Yeah. Pretty sweet engine. Doesn't get much runtime though.
Then we have this one, and then we have that 746 that we unboxed the other day. Were you here when we unboxed the 746 on the live stream?
Oh yeah. Here, let's take it over here. Probably gonna stop this one. It's basically
This one isn't too beautiful, but it's a Berkshire.
I think this is the tender. I don't think this is the right tender for
It is the right
Oh,
tender.
it is?
Pretty sure this is a Berk now that I
thought it was a
I think it's a 726. Oh, wrong. It was a 226. So I guess the only Berk that we have for post-war is the 746 Berk. I thought that. Oh well, sorry about that.
He's got the Polar Express. He's got 1225.
Oh, you know what? Jeffrey said his grandfather rode on that one.
1225?
No, the T1, the Chessie T1.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool engine.
George, Jeffrey's asking what kind of track we use.
We use Gargraves and Gargraves and Ross track. So basically, most of the curves on the layout are Ross. I can actually show you guys an example over here. Why don't you follow me?
Ben, the 746 is the J.
Yeah.
So it's a Berkshire. So I guess it's probably not the Berkshire in the sense that you're thinking of.
No, it's a Northern.
But it's
Jay's a Northern.
oh.
But anyways, this is Ross.
George's father is not real smart with trains.
Yeah.
We should put that as a disclaimer. George is the brain behind the trains.
Anyway, so the switches are all Ross. Here's an example of one. But yeah, you can. I think if the lighting's good enough, yeah, you can see Ross. 72.
George wired that one up himself.
No, I wired the one over there up, the one that doesn't work. And then this is a Ross curve too.
And what's the difference between the Ross curves and the
Gargraves.
Yeah.
Well, one thing that I noticed about them, I never really looked at it, but these have spikes in the ties, and then Gargraves just have the ties slide into the rails. But this is an example of a Gargraves piece of track. We have boxes of this stuff.
Gargraves, Gargraves, I guess, does make wooden curves, but Ross makes sectional wooden curves that are real nice. We got some of those.
Yeah.
And the straight tracks on our layout are the I'm sorry, I got that all backwards. The curves are Ross, and the straights and the switches are Gargraves on our track right now.
But yeah. So, oh yeah, Lionel has a 746 clean of steam locomotive, but the Lionel has 3 bends, I thought. Berks. 226E. They might, I don't know. That's a question for him. He's more post-war knowledgeable than me. I just know stuff about the
The trains.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. What do we got, Ben? Yep. Ben, you got it.
When you guys allow visitors, when the layout's done, and we
I will allow you come up here from Atlanta, George. You can come and operate trains with George anytime.
Yeah.
Here you go, George. I'm gonna put that stuff away.
Okay. Is everyone that models? Does everyone here model O still? I don't know. I know Ben does. He's got a pretty cool post-war collection. Jeffrey says he does it. But yeah, I don't know about Alice.
George.
Yeah.
Alice.
What? Oh, George. I'm sorry. That's what I meant. Oh, that's a little expensive for me. I'm gonna switch to Lionel Fast Track. We have a little bit of Lionel Fast Track. Find it. Oh yeah. Here's the fast track I use for the floor layouts. We got a whole box of it. And then we got some real tracks too, but we only have a couple of. It's all 020 or 036. But
That's it. The engine's on it. That's why it's doing that. Or the train's on it.
it's one thing on my bucket list. Yeah, it's a pretty nice track. It looks nice too. The only problem is, or not problem, but I mean you can get around it. Is you have to when you screw the track down, you have to drill a hole so the ties don't split. But yeah, how expensive is Gargraves? Well, how much do you think a box of Gargraves track is?
I don't know. I want to say it's about $6-7 for a 3-foot section.
So yeah, $6-7. For something like this.
But you can find that usually you can find them at shows. We bought most of ours at shows. None of our stuff is new. We bought most of it probably for about $2 a section or less.
Yeah.
The last show that we went to, or one of the last shows that we went to, a guy had a whole box of it for $30. Ton of it. I almost bought it, but we got plenty for what we need now.
Yeah. But
It's a good deal.
the switches are probably about $100 each.
No, the switches are crazy.
Yeah. It depends on, like, 072 switches are about $100. 054 switches are about $100.
About $90 with the switch motor.
Yeah, the number 4 switches are $100, and then the curved switch is about $120.
About 110.
$20.
110, 120.
What was the car we picked up before that? Oh, these? These are my ketchup cars I made at 2017 TCA convention. in
Train
Pittsburgh.
Collectors Association.
Yeah. But yeah, they're pretty cool.
They had them for, what'd you make them for, George?
Kids Club banquet, right?
It's a kids club activity.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool. I made 2 of them, and yeah, they've been on our load ever since. The only problem is trying to find places that with clearance that they'll go through.
I don't think there's going to be anywhere on this layout that's going to have clearance for them.
But
We always-
run them on the modular layout.
We always joke that they're rare.
Yeah. I currently have MTH Real Tracks. Which one do you think is better? Lionel Fast Track. The Real Track here.
Sitting down, guys. Sorry. George is going on a squirrel run underneath the layout. I've heard a lot of people say that the MPH Fast Tracks with the Real Tracks with the switches are really good. There are also a lot of people that like the Lionel Fast Track as well. So 6 of one, half dozen of the other, at least in my opinion. I do have to say George is modeled with both of them. He's modeled with them a lot. I think he's getting out pieces of each to show you. There he is.
So, this is the Real Tracks. In my opinion, oh, this is just one piece. But I don't know. I like the Fast Track better just because Real Tracks, like when you're feeling it, it feels like really cheap, and well, this stuff feels pretty cheap too. But like, I don't know, like when you put them together.
All right. Here's what I want to tell you. George is a Lionel snob. He loves Lionel, which is okay.
I don't know. I always feel like I'm gonna break them whenever I take them apart. And if I can ever get this in. Yeah, I mean they're both pretty much the same thing. Just depends on what you like it for. I know Lionel Fast Track is really noisy, which is why a lot of people don't like using it.
I don't know why it would be any different than that. It's almost exactly the same road
Yeah.
bed, huh?
I'm still using old-fashioned Line Monster 3 rep. Like this.
Yeah, we like that tubular.
In fact, one thing that we have that I like to use a lot for the floor layout is really useful. Well, we got the tubular track, which I have a ton of, and I use on the floor layouts a lot because we have it, and it's reliable. You can find these adapters, these Lionel, these one you can find at Menards.
What is that, George?
It's a fast track, tubular track adapter, so basically you can plug your fast track into it. Plug your fast track into here. And then you can take your tubular track and then use that too, so. But, yeah, and then and then you've got the Lionel one, the one that's made by Lionel. These are smaller, but you can find these, I think, for cheaper at Menards. And I mean, they work, you know. No different from this, other than the fact that they're smaller. But
One is on a fast track and one's on tubular.
yeah, yes. I got a ton of dirt cheap a long time ago. Yeah, you can find a lot of tubular track just everywhere. People have it. And a lot of people use it for their layouts just because it's reliable. But I mean, yeah, not much to say about it other than the fact that you can find it almost anywhere. See something fell off of this. So.
DB, the adapter came from Menards, in case you didn't catch that. And Lionel also makes an adapter.
Yes. Shoot, I don't know how that's going on. Something like that. Alright, I'm gonna look at this back. One thing I do like.
Ben, I didn't notice it. George, did you know that magnet traction doesn't work on the fast track?
Did not know that.
I didn't notice that. And I do know that Ben's Trains loves his magnet traction.
Yes, he does.
Magnet traction.
One thing I like about the real track switches is they have switch motors on them. But
Speak up.
Lionel Fast Track, these are manual, but you can get them with switch motors. They're just like crazy expensive. They're like $100 a switch. I'm gonna put this back.
Yeah. George, he's asking if you checked out Tommy Z Trains. Yeah, that's an amazing layout. George showed it to me. Jeffrey, you know where that layout's at? I agree, DB Tech.
Yeah.
So DB Tech, my name is Wally. It's funny that you call me George Senior because we got two Georges in the family. We've got George, that you know, GFW Trains George, and then we've also got my father, whose name is George. I'm the only one that's not named George in the family.
George.
My middle name is George. I'm Wally, so call me Wally.
Yeah. Okay. Do that. Let's try to.
George wants his trains. Let's get those boxes off the layout. One thing I'd ask the Southern Pacific about is how come they've got the cab forward and back of the cab back?
Because we couldn't,
Couplers.
Yeah, couplers. This one, the coupler back here, or we couldn't get the coupler from here unscrewed. I don't know why. It's just like crazy hard. And the screw is really small and we didn't want to strip it. And then the cab forward, it was just there and I replaced the coupler on it, so.
Something come off the track, George?
Yes, those cars.
Go over there.
Yeah.
We've got cars and a switch that don't like each other on the back of our track over there. So we've got to monkey around with that. That's on the to-do list of things for stay at home, is get that fixed up so that it works right.
Can you push those cars back, please?
Sure.
That's good. Alright. Now, should be able to, well, not all of it. There's some stuff that we bought new. Like, some of the cabooses we bought new. Like this one we bought new. Some of the Menard stuff we bought new. Like, a lot of it we just bought, like, used. And, I mean, it's worked out. There's a bunch of stuff that we got for Christmas presents, too, that weren't new, but they weren't, like, out of the box yet, either. No, it's just something to do with the lash up. Ooh, we gotta put this back on the charger. I think just the cab forward's just like a quieter engine. Do it from in here. It's good. It's good. I like it. Let's see. Yeah, they're like. It's funny too. I've been trying to find two big articulated engines I could lash up, and I've been trying to do it for like years. But yeah, man, it would be cool to see like a post or articulated engine. That'd be really cool. .773 Hudsons.
What's that?
Ben's talking about lashing up 2 Hudsons.
Woo! We could do the
Black Lionel version.
we could do the Dreyfus.
We have the Commodore Vanderbilt Hudson at my grandpa's house.
We do the Dreyfus and the regular Hudson.
Yeah, we can do that. We can do the Dreyfus and the
We
regular
got
Hudson.
a Command and a conventional.
Do we have the Dreyfus right now?